Well, hello. Hey guys, it's Parrish. Welcome to my brand new channel, Social Savvy with Parrish. Now, please bear with me as this kind of long form video is kind of new to me. I've been used to, the Instagram reels, the TikToks, the short form videos. I'm not really experienced in making long form content, long form video. So I'm going to talk slow. I'm used to talking really fast. So I'm going to just really, pace myself and just kind of, take it slow and just talk slower. Let you guys know why I'm here, what this channel is about. And look forward to, yeah, welcoming everybody to my new channel. And let's get on with it. So my name's Parrish. This is Social Savvy with Parrish. And how did I end up here? How did Parrish end up here? Well, I've crafted, I guess, or honed my my background is in real estate and business and social media, and I've got a lot of experience in growing my brand, my business. To make a long story short, 7 years ago, I sold everything I owned and I moved down to Mexico with zero Spanish and two suitcases. Okay. Got involved into a business opportunity with a good friend of mine developing beach property. Back then, I didn't know nothing about social media, about the power of social media, how you can sell on social media through marketing and ads, Facebook, Instagram ads, etc. And this is a funny story, but like, so 8 years ago or so, 7 years ago in Mexico. I'm, Snapchat days. This is before Instagram stories. I remember this to this day. I'm sitting on my balcony on the beach condo having a beer, cerveza, and there was a moment where some birds flew across and I recorded it. And this was before Snapchat had audio where you could put like music. So I remember thinking it'd be cool to like, if I could like put music to that, like to that video. And so I think it was SoundCloud. I played a video and I recorded the birds going across. And so this was pre, like, I guess, say Instagram stories and where you can add music and stuff. I sent it to a couple of my friends saw when I posted it. How did you do that? I was so freaking cool, man. So from that moment, I was just like hooked. I was like, I knew, social media could be a huge factor in selling our property, selling our beach condos. So we listed a lot of our properties with realtors, with real estate agents, and just nothing was happening. Everything was just kind of like, sitting, and realtors weren't really taking any interest in listing our properties, or they weren't selling. So after many happy hours on the beach, it just happens in Mexico when you first move down. Those that have experienced it know what I'm talking about. But you get lost in the happy hours and the fun and the pools, the girls, the drinks. It just happens. After a few months, I realized I'm here for business. I'm here to work. I'm here to sell some condos. And so that's what I did. I realized that from following some people, Gary Vaynerchuk, number one, back then, saying that brand is everything. You can, through the power of social media, if you put in hard work, put yourself out there, you're going to get noticed. Your brand's going to get noticed and things are going to start to take off for you. And that's exactly what happened. So, number one, I realized, okay, forget about the real estate agents. Real estate agents, I love you and I'm not dissing you, but I realized that we have to take this into our own hands and sell and market and sell our properties directly. So that's what I did. I ended up buying a drone, learning how to fly a drone, learning how to edit videos. I spent countless hours on YouTube. Excuse me. I spent countless hours on YouTube. And by the way, I want to tell you guys, my content on here is pretty much, I hate editing. I believe in raw, unedited footage. So I might, from time to time, add some fancy, B-roll or some, different shots, but I really don't like editing. I just like to go with the flow. I don't talk off a script either. So that's what you're going to get here, especially with my tips and advice on social media and how to grow your brand and business. But anyways, getting back to the story. So I was YouTubing on how to use Final Cut Pro to edit a video. So back then, 8 years ago, the norm was like 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute long videos. that would take me like 2 freaking days or more to edit, and this was when I was actually got good at it. It was insane. So I taught myself all that. I taught myself, I started posting just frequently on Facebook, Instagram. Obviously, we didn't have. I was big on LinkedIn too, because actually, from my previous career, I've been on LinkedIn for probably 25 years. So I have a pretty strong following on LinkedIn. So I would post frequently on LinkedIn, and just things started getting noticed. We People started inquiring about our properties. We even made my first sale, and that gave me like the momentum. That gave me like the lights, just light bulb turned on. Like, hey, if this is happening and we're not even spending any money on advertising, because at that time I didn't know Facebook ads or Instagram ads back then. I was like, light bulbs went off, and I'm like, there's potential here. We could do this ourselves without realtors, without anybody else selling. We could sell directly for ourselves. So that I went all in basically and just started posting regular content. I met my girlfriend at the time in Playa del Carmen. She's Mexican, and she was a designer, and after a year in Mexico, I told her, we met after my first year in Mexico, and I showed her what we did in our brochures and our branding, and she kind of just chuckled. She laughed. She's like, "Where's your guys' logo? You guys have like no logo, no branding, no colors, no fonts, no nothing, no image." I'm like, I didn't really know I didn't really know what all that meant. I sure do today, obviously, but back then I didn't have a clue. So thanks to her, she revamped our whole image and really, you know, I credit a lot of our success over the years to what she did, and created a whole brand for us basically. And we stood out. Everybody from that point in the beginning, nobody knew who we were, who Command Condos was. But after about 3 years of going hard like this, everybody wanted to work with us. Those realtors that didn't care to work with us in the beginning, well, they were the ones contacting me wanting to list their properties. So it's funny how that works, right? But anyways, I'm getting back to why I'm here anyways, why I'm in front of this camera talking to you, why you're listening. And I appreciate you if you are. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I would love it. This is a new channel. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm here to share my tips, my knowledge, what I've learned over the years, taught myself. And my goal is to help real estate agents, because that's kind of the path that I'm familiar with, how to grow their brand, how to stand out on social media. And I offer certain packages. I offer consulting calls, personalized sessions, and we can get into that another time. I'm not trying to sell anything right now. I'm just introducing myself and kind of, I'm going to get back to my story here. So then, yeah, just things started taking off. And then I taught myself Instagram ads, Facebook ads. I mean, man, back then, and I'm not even going to lie to you, things have changed so much to now, 2023, 2024. Back in those years, I would spend $60, $80. I mean, we didn't have much of a budget back then for marketing, but I would spend less than $100. I would be able to target people interested in Mexico, age 50 to 65, interested even in certain areas, interested in real estate. You can't do that now, because obviously now you got the special ad categories, all this kind of BS stuff with Facebook and Meta and advertising guidelines, restrictions. So we would sell condos off a $50 or $100 ad. We would sell a condo on Facebook or Instagram, as crazy as it sounds. So I kind of crafted that technique, and it basically, sold out one of our projects even before we broke ground. The first one, let me see here, I'm trying to remember. I think we had pre-sold like half of the project before we broke ground on that project over in Yucatan. But so what I'm getting at is basically a Canadian. I moved down to Mexico, got involved in a business, picked up on some social media skills through some, mentors, people I followed, and I honed that craft and adapted it to my business, because there was no option of failure back then for me. And I knew I needed to make it work. I knew I needed to get our brand out there, and people would start buying from us because we were two Canadians building property in Mexico. And I just thought that was pretty cool. And I felt people could relate to that story, right? Especially Canadians. And that's a part I talk about in some of my courses and my personalized sessions, where creating that relationship with your potential client or your followers, the empathy, the emotional connection. You want to tell. Everyone's got a story to tell. Everyone, no matter who you are, whether you're a lawyer, a doctor, you own a small business, you're a realtor, you each have a unique story about you that you need to somehow bring that out of you and introduce it into your work, your business, or social media. And you're going to get certain people that relate to you about that, and they follow you, and they'll follow you, and they might even buy from you. Some won't. Some will just support you over the years, right? And that's fine. So anyways, from what I learned, I implemented it in my brand and and our business, and just it grew like crazy over the years, right? And I'm here now. I have a few friends and a few colleagues, tell me over the years, like, why don't you teach what you know? Why don't you train people? Why don't you, like, there's people like want to learn to do what you do, and you'd be a great person to teach it. And people always told me that over the years. And I was so busy, and I just thought, maybe one day, right? So now's the day. And I just figured, why not throw a brand together, and let's see where it goes. And yeah, so I'm not going to talk about anything else about that. But yeah, I'm basically here to help people that are struggling, real estate agents in particular, but anyone in general that just is frustrated with social media. They're realizing that they don't stand out anymore. That say you're X realtor and Y realtor, you look up to this Y realtor, their profile and their social media presence. You want to be like them. I can help you get there because I know the techniques, and I know what you need to do to stand out and break free from the crowd and all the noise. Maybe you just have some questions. Maybe you just need your profile set up properly. I can help you do all that. I know it's frustrating. I know things change all the time, and I'd love to work with you one-on-one, whatever your needs or goals. And there's some links in the comments I'll put. Bear with me. This is my first video. Again, I'd love for you to share, like, just subscribe to this content. It would really help me. But I'll put some links in the comments. And not only am I obviously offering my services, but I do have some free guides that I email out from time to time. My most recent one was my top 5 chat GPT prompts for real estate agents. Well, these are 5 prompts that I pretty much use on a daily basis with my business. I use chat GPT every morning, pretty much every morning, except for, weekends. But these are the top 5 prompts that you can use in your business to save you countless hours of time, increase productivity, and attract new buyers, new clients, all with a simple prompt that you need to use that takes you a fraction of the time from doing it manually. So that's one of the latest guides, free guides, resources that I have available. If you guys would like to sign up to my email newsletter, I email this stuff out on a weekly basis as well. And I will be, going forward in the future. So yeah, I think that's it for now. I don't know what else to talk about. I guess, we'll see where this goes. And I look forward to making, new content for you guys. And for those that relate and resonate with my story and me, I love to connect. Shoot me a message on my website, Parrish Kondra, PARRISHKONDRA.com. I'd love to connect. I'm also going to be setting up my social channels. I got most of them set up here now, so you can follow me there, shoot me a message. And yeah, but thank you. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you watching. Thank you for supporting me, supporting this channel. See where it goes. Look forward to it. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Cheers. Thank you.